Once, in a quiet valley surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a young man named Arin, 24 years old, yet carrying the weight of a lifetime on his shoulders. Arin's mind never knew silence. From sunrise till midnight, his thoughts raced like wild horses, memories of mistakes he couldn't undo, fears of a future he couldn't predict. Every night he lay awake, staring at the ceiling, asking himself, why can't I just feel calm like everyone else? His chest felt heavy, his smile had disappeared, and even the simplest moments of joy slipped through his fingers. It was as if a storm lived inside him. One evening, while sitting by the river, an old traveler told him about a distant mountain village where a retired sage lived. The sage was once a famous psychologist in the big city, known for guiding thousands of people toward inner peace. When he grew old, he left the noise and vanished into nature, becoming a quiet healer for anyone who dared to seek him. For the first time in many months, Arin felt a spark of hope. He whispered to himself, maybe he can help me find peace. So Arin packed a small bag and began his journey. The journey to the Sage of the Walk was long and steep. Days passed. Arin crossed forests, climbed hills, drank from rivers, and slept under the open sky. But his mind full of thoughts continued its endless chatter at last. He arrived at the mountain village. The air felt different there. Calm, almost magical. Under the shade of a giant old tree, Arin saw the sage. He had white hair, kind eyes, and a face that held decades of peace. He sat still, breathing slowly, as if the whole world moved around him but never disturbed him. Arin stepped closer and said with a trembling voice, Master, my mind won't rest. I'm drowning in my thoughts, please.
Please
Teach me how to find peace. The sage opened his eyes gently and smiled like he had been expecting him. The test of the water glass, come with me, the sage said. He led Arin to a small courtyard behind his house. From a clay pot, he poured water into a glass so full that it trembled at the rim. Take this, he said, handing it to Arin. Walk to the far end of the village and return. But remember, not a single drop must fall. Arin gulped. The task looked simple, but felt impossible. Still, he nodded and started walking.
Produce here.
The village was full of life children laughing,
square today.
Birds flapping wings, vendors shouting prices, goats running around, but Arin did not see any of it. His eyes stayed glued to the glass. Step by step, breath by breath, carefully, slowly, he walked. When he finally returned to the sage, his hands were shaking. The water was untouched. Master, Arin said proudly, I did it. The sage nodded.
Did you
But
notice
tell me,
the children?
Did you notice the children playing?
The wind?
The wind? The noise
The
of
market
the market?
noise?
Arin blinked
The
in
wind?
confusion. No, I saw nothing. I heard
The
nothing.
water.
I was only focused on the glass. The old man smiled deeper. The lesson Arin never expected, my child, the sage said softly. Your mind became peaceful the moment it stayed in one place in the present. When you focused only on the water, there was no room for yesterday's pain, nor tomorrow's fear, he continued. Peace is not something you must chase across mountains. Peace begins the moment you give your mind a single task, to be here, now. Arin felt something shift inside him. Like the storm within had suddenly slowed down, he whispered. So the peace I was searching for, it was always inside me? The sage nodded. The present moment is your refuge. Live in it. Breathe in it. And you will never feel lost again. A new beginning, as the sun dipped behind the mountains and birds returned to their nests. Arin stood up with a lighter heart. He bowed respectfully and said, Thank you, Master. Today, I found myself. He walked back home through the village paths, feeling the wind, hearing the leaves, noticing every sound he had ignored earlier. He wasn't the same restless young man anymore. He had discovered the calm that had always been waiting within him. If you loved this story, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your loved ones. Subscribe to Motive Vibe Stories for more powerful and life-changing stories. Stay present, stay peaceful, and stay blessed.